Today, I'll be showing you how to make ladyfingers at home. These super light and airy cookies are often used in popular desserts such as tiramisu. All you really need are some pantry staples and powdered sugar to make this. Welcome back, my name is Daniel, a home cook who's passionate about food, here to show you simplified recipes that are easy to follow using common ingredients. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell for more delicious recipes that your friends and family will love. Now let's get started on those ladyfingers. Using a kitchen scale is always a good idea in baking for extra precision. Measure out 45 grams of all-purpose flour and 15 grams of cornstarch. You can also replace both with 60 grams of cake flour if you have it. Then add 1/8 teaspoon of table salt and stir all of it together until well combined. You can switch to a whisk like I did here, and then set it aside. Next, measure out 50 grams or 1/4 cup of white sugar. We're using 2 eggs today, which will make about a dozen cookies. Separate the eggs carefully using your preferred method. I'm just using my clean hands, holding the yolk, allowing the egg white to drip into the bowl below. Go ahead and repeat this for the second egg. Make sure there is no yolk or fat of any kind in the egg whites, or it won't whip up well. With an electric or stand mixer, start whipping the egg whites on medium speed. It will start to increase in volume and get white and foamy. Start adding in half of the sugar in stages slowly as you continually whip the eggs up. You want to whip them all the way until they form stiff peaks. At this stage, it's just soft peaks, so I just kept going. And there are the stiff peaks there. Just set that aside. Next, pour the remaining half of the sugar directly into the egg yolks and begin to whip them up, also on medium speed. There is no need to wash the beater in between. Remember to scrape down the sugar stuck on the side of the bowl to get it all dissolved. You will notice the yolks also start to increase in volume and begin to get paler in color. It's ready when it has reached this consistency. Also, mix in half a teaspoon of vanilla extract at this stage, which I forgot to do. Now pour the egg yolk mixture into the egg whites. And add in the vanilla extract if you haven't already. Fold it all in very gently with a thin-edged spatula or metal spoon until most of it is combined. It is fine if there are still a few lumps or white streaks left at this stage. Next, sift in the flour mixture and gently fold it in to incorporate. You want to continue folding until all the flour has just disappeared into the batter, being careful not to deflate the egg whites. When it looks something like this, it is ready. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now if you have a piping bag with a 1/2-inch round tip, use that. I didn't, so I used a Ziploc bag and cut a 1/2-inch diameter hole in one corner and clipped it shut. Then, I used a large measuring cup to hold the bag in place while I filled it up with the cookie batter. Once all the batter is in, seal the bag, give it a twist, and then unclip it to begin piping approximately 3-inch long cookies on a parchment-lined baking sheet. As you can see, I'm not the best at piping, but what you want to do is to flick backwards towards the cookies as you finish each one. Practice makes perfect. Coat the ladyfingers generously in powdered sugar. This is important to get that crisp exterior. The sugar will not burn in the oven, so don't worry about that. Now bake these cookies in the 350 degree Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes until they are lightly golden brown. Pull them out a few minutes early if you want them to be a paler color. Let them cool on the baking sheet for a couple minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. Otherwise, they will stick to the parchment. They are quite delicate, so be gentle here. You can dust with even more powdered sugar once they've cooled if you wish. And there you have it, homemade ladyfingers, perfect for afternoon tea as a light snack or dessert. They are super light, soft, and spongy in the middle. You can store them in an airtight container at room temperature or even freeze them. Just briefly warm them in the oven before eating. Enjoy! Alright everyone, it's time for the taste test. I mean, look at these ladyfingers. They look absolutely gorgeous. And I broke it earlier for you so you could see the inside is so spongy and light, but it has that nice crispy exterior. Let's go for the first bite. Oh man. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. This was exactly what I was looking for. Oh man, they're so soft and airy inside. They're so light. Oh man. Oh, these are absolutely delicious. If you're gonna have ladyfingers on its own, I recommend having them fresh the day of. Also, the powdered sugar is really important here. One, because it looks really pretty, but two, it helps dry out the top and you get that nice crispy exterior. And I love that extra sweetness that the powdered sugar adds to it on top. Because I used less sugar than a lot of other ladyfinger recipes out there. Now, if you don't like them this golden brown, just pull them out of the oven at around the 12-minute mark, maybe even the 10-minute mark. That's what I did last night, and they were a nice pale yellow. And of course, if you like these even crispier, leave them in for a little bit longer. The shape for me didn't matter too much today, but you want to keep them all a consistent size if you are using them for different desserts, such as tiramisu and trifles. These can be used for those. They're also not overly eggy in taste, and it's important for that vanilla extract and the powdered sugar to kind of cover that. But I actually don't mind that eggy taste, but I think this is like the perfect balance. These are such a light snack. You can make them pretty quickly. It just takes a little bit of technique to get used to, but really once you learn the base techniques of whipping up egg whites and folding them in, you're gonna have no problems at all. Piping might get a little bit messy or tricky if you don't have the correct tip or a piping bag, but you can easily do it with a Ziploc bag. Like you saw me do it. They are like eating a cloud. They're that nice and light. It's like a cloud cookie, you know? It's like a cookie made of clouds. No oil, no butter, so I like to think of it as quite healthy as well. This would be absolutely perfect for afternoon tea. I really hope you guys try it. It's such an easy recipe. It's pretty simple and it's such few ingredients. You probably have all the ingredients at home already. And as always, if you like this recipe, remember to give me a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you like to use your ladyfingers for. And remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell for more delicious recipes. I will see everyone soon. Till next time, bye everyone.